Good afternoon, fellow Nigerian. My name's Kennedy Adedoton Alade. It's an honor to pass this message to you today. I want to first of all appreciate everyone that is going to listen, that's going to watch, and that's going to think about whatever I'm going to say as it pertains to Nigeria as a nation, as it pertains to our people, as it pertains to our future, as it pertains to the greatness that we desire in Nigeria and the rest of Africa, as it pertains to the life of unborn, the people that is not yet born today, so that we can be able to have a better future for them. As it pertains to you that you are listening to me, because if we fail to identify what our errors are, which we know many of us in Nigeria actually understood, that there are errors in our foundation, there are deficiencies in our foundation, there are irregularities in our systems, and within the same systems, a lot of bad governance has been experienced, a lot of underdevelopment, killing, stealing, destruction, and the dilapidation of the entire nation, and it's turned to Nigeria to a failed nation. So if we identify this, that Nigeria is currently a failed nation, where the youth has come to the street, has been on the street demanding a better country. They are not demanding that nation Nigeria should end, outrightly, but at the same time they are telling us that if all things are not well with a marriage, there should be a divorce. So how do we prevent a divorce? How do we ensure a marriage in Nigeria work? How do we ensure a nation that we think we were born into? How do we think that nation works for all? Not just the few affluent, not just the few educated, corrupt elite, not just the few political oligarchy, not just the few traditional oligarchy that dictate the pace of the nation. How do we now ensure that the power go back to the people, the way it has always been, that the way it's supposed to be in any better society, that the power will go back to the people, that our people dictate the pace of our development, that our people dictate the future that they want for their children, that our people dictate the better day ahead for themselves, without influence of any foreign or international organization, without the influence of anybody corrupt, any corrupt person that want to ensure that what he says is what has to be. But we, the people, must be able to have the power over our current day, over our tomorrow, and the future of unborn, so that they can dictate by themselves. So on this, with all this being said, there are a few things that myself I've thought about, discussed with various people on phone with different people across Nigeria, even within the United States, and I've tried to make this clear to everyone that this our opinion of what is going to be able to help us to have a new nation called Nigeria, to have a better country that all of us can be proud of. That no matter where you come from as a Nigerian, either you are from Igbo, you can say you are proud to be a Nigerian. Either you are from Hausa land, you can say yes, I'm a Nigerian. Either you are from Itif land, you can proudly say I am a Nigerian. Either you are from Yoruba land, you can proudly say that yes, I am a Nigerian. Either you come from Ishakiri, either you come from Yoruba, either you come from Ijesha, whatever you come from in Nigeria, you can proudly say that I am a Nigerian. So to have that Nigeria where all shall be proud, these are things that we, the youth, are demanding for. And these are things that we, the youth, must put at the back of our mind. We must be able to request. These are things that I want you, youth, today, be able to put at the back of your mind. Inscribe it there. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Pass it to your children and the children unborn. That this are things we are demanding for. And these are things they must always remember. It's going to go into our history book that these are things that we agreed to have a new nation called Nigeria. It is not a nation that British gave to us. It is not a nation that British cooked and gave to us, and we never knew what was in it. The package that was delivered, and we have been struggling to identify ourselves, to know our identity. So today, I want to pass across what our youth we imbibe in them, we inscribe in their heart. We be proud to say that this is a new nation we created. And this is what you, my children, must hold into your heart. And this is what you must pass to your own children, so that this banner of greatness can continue in generation to generation until the whole world cease to exist. With this, we can be proud to say we are Nigerian. First of all, we are going to decentralize government. The Nigeria youth of today, we are requesting for a decentralization of our government. No more central government that dictate the pace of things. We need a government that belongs to the people. Power must go back to the people. In the local area, the power must go back to the community. The power must go back to the local government. The power must go back to the people. That is the first thing we are demanding. Decentralize the federal government. Everything that is being controlled by the federal now has to stop, because resource control has to end. We are demand an end to resource control. That nobody from the north will control resources in the south. The south can never be control resources in the north. The east can never be control resources in the west. No, it cannot be allowed. Only you invest into that area of resource, into that particular resources or that particular region. If I come to Nigeria, I am a Yoruba man and I'm investing into a mine site, a mine site in southeast. Yes, I can, based on the board of director, I can influence stuff based on my investment. If you are from the north and you have investment in the southwest, you can influence stuff based on your investment, because you are part of the board of director based on where you invest into in the southwest. That is a normal thing, because if America invests in China, we try to influence what that company does in China. And if China is not agree, America can pull his fund out because he's not being satisfied based on his investment. That is what we are looking for. We are going to be able to control our resources by our people. If I find gold in my land, I can go to the local government that I have found gold in my land. The local government will say, okay, this is our policies. Then I will follow the policy. I will bring the investor in. The gold will be mine. The gold will be processed. And everything we do, we are not going to be shipping our things back to the European anymore. Everything will be processed in our land to create job for our people, to create employment for them, to create better and good health system for them, to create a better environment where our people can live, to be able to ensure that we develop ourselves to be competitive with the rest of the world. And this is going to allow competition where everybody wants to be better. Everyone to create a better economy for themselves within a single nation where everyone coexist together based on this agreement. Then, next thing is end to land tenure system. We are demanding end to the land tenure system. Federal can never own my land, because that land was passed to my grandfather, from my grandfather to my from my great grandfather to my grandfather, from my grandfather to my father, and from my father to me. So it becomes absurd. It becomes illegal. It becomes a step on my right that the federal government make a law by decree of land tenure system and other laws that the military made. Those military that made those laws, they destroy our identity, they destroy our formality, they destroy our indigenous right, and that it has to stop. And those are the causes of the problem we're having in Nigeria today, and that has to end. Whoever have owned oil rig in the south, they will negotiate with the south, whatever oil rig they have, and they can be able to manage themselves in negotiating with the people, not with some corrupt elites, with the people of the land, and they will agree on what they want to agree to. And if I discover gold tomorrow in my land, we are going to follow the policy of that particular region, and the percentage, if it's 6% of the revenue that will be going to the federal, based on whatever federal invested into it, then we are going to be sharing with them. Because if I'm doing things with my own money and I'm giving to federal government also should be able to contribute, invest into my own business for them to get better share. That is number 2. Number 3, each region must have their military formation. What do I mean? Each region, either you are from the western region, the eastern region, the northern region, they will have autonomous power to have their own military, which means they will have their own navy, they will have their own air force, they will have their own army. Why? Because they can be able to defend themselves. They can defend themselves against any invader. We don't need to say, okay, I'm running to the west, I'm running to center because I will need somebody to defend me. That will end. At the same time, each from local government to the community, we are going to have our own police, community policing. We cannot come from Kaduna and come and be a police in my hometown in the east, or in my hometown in the west. It is not allowed. It doesn't make sense, because you don't know my land, you don't know the terrain, you don't know the people, you are not from there, you don't even have a land in that place, you don't even have any property, you are not an indigenous person, so you can never be a police in my community. Therefore, any police structure that we currently have, it can never serve us. That is why we have high level of insecurity. Therefore, we are going to demand that the current Nigeria, for the future Nigeria, police will be controlled and be managed from community to local government, from local government to the state and state. And we are going to be contributing police to the center. Each state will contribute the number of police from its police, police personnel, contribute to the region. From the region, we are going to be contributing to the federal. That is how it's going to be. That, oh, you are in the federal, maybe the federal have an office in Lagos. We have people that have been contributed. Let's say one from the British region, whatever, 3 or 5. They are just there to ensure they safeguard things. Just like the way we have FBI. FBI is not everywhere. FBI is just in few locations. Based on whatever crime happened, that is when FBI will go after the state or local government or community have done whatever they have to do. That is on that side. Now, the same, we have local government, they will have their own police. State will have their own police, and region will have their own police. That's on that side. Then there's not going to be centralized police that the presidency or whatever is dictating is calling federal police to do anything. They don't have to. They don't need them anymore. That has ended because we are no more having a centralized government. We are having a decentralized government where things has gone back to the people. Immigration. The region control their immigration. What do I mean? They will have to determine their own ID card. They will have to determine who can migrate to their land. They will have to determine the kind of food you can bring, the kind of crops you can bring, the kind of resources you can bring to their land. They can check you at their border and make sure, okay, what you are bringing is not allowed in the land, come back. Oh, what you are bringing, you need to have permit. What's your permit? We can have a weighing station where we weight whatever you bring in. You have the minimum or maximum of what you can bring to our land because we have our own food, we have our own agriculture. You cannot come and be influencing with yours. That has to be determined by the region, because that is a new nation we are building. That is a new country, Nigeria, that we are demanding for. That is a new society that we are requesting for, where we can be able to create jobs for our people. We can be able to ensure development of our land and our people, because our land and our people, they are the key to our survival and to the future of our existence. Power, the power generation. You see, today, we cannot say, oh, if you're anything, we'll go to federal government and request license to generate power. Today, what I'm saying now is that we are going to decentralize that. Now, even community have autonomous power to generate electricity. All what you need, if it's excess, you distribute to the national grid. So if it's what the community needs, you can generate power. If this community have excess, they can give to that community. They can give to the other community if they have access, and they can continue to generate more so that other community will be able to have it. And this is going to empower business growth, business development, and people will be able to benefit from it. You don't need to now travel to Lagos because you are looking for job, because job will be in that local area. If you are looking for accounting job, that will be accounting job. If you are looking for electrical job, you're going to get electrical job. If you are looking for computing job, you're going to get computer science job, because now business owner can come from anywhere and come and operate there, because whatever they are going in Lagos for is there in those local areas. There's nothing like rural urban migration. Rural urban migration is going to stop because it's what the British push in our head and is destroying our system. So everything that British gave to us is all 99% wrong. We are going to scrap it and build a new system for ourselves. Now, the next thing is project. Every project that we're going to be executing in the new Nigeria, the people will dictate who get the project. We must be able to see a public bidding where everybody can see the company that is bidding. We can be able to go to their website and see what they have done. We can be able to go to their website and see how they have performed. We can be able to know them. We can be able to invite them to come and talk to us. We can be able to go to their office and see where they are, who they are, and what they are. We can be able to know their wife and their children. We can be able to know their employees and know where they live. Therefore, they are accountable to the people. They are not accountable to the political person that is in the office. No, they are not accountable to the governor. They are accountable to the people. So that particular kind of project is what we are demanding as a new youth, as a youth of Nigeria. And with that, every project that is being approved, the people has to vote that this amount is too much or is small. And every project we can allow 10%. If you are if profit, cost of materials, labor and others are being calculated, 10% interest. 10% profit is what you can have. You cannot have more than 10% profit. If you have anything more than that, that project is not yours. We need calculation of everything: the cost of materials, the cost of labor, the settlement for the owner of one particular property or land, the landowner and other stuff. We are going to have the cost. and the people will know, and they will determine who win that project. And if we allow 10% of your profit, then we can allow 5%. 5% called tipping, for you to tip, for you to appreciate people. 5% added to it. That is the maximum can be allowed. So this is going to control corruption in our society, and people will now eat based on how much they earn. They can now build property based on how much they earn or how much they invested in anything. You can now invest in different businesses across the nation. Either you invest in the north, in the south, in the east or west. It doesn't matter where you come from. So this is going to allow competition, and people will come and start to have ideas of building a better nation. Then the next thing I have here, we are going to dissolve the so-called federal, the so-called out of rep, out the Senate, the rep have to be dissolved. Why do we have to dissolve it? Because that center is where corruption is the highest level of corruption. The legislation now go back to the local government. So the obas become part. The obas become part of the local government. We are not going to be voting for the chairman of a local government anymore by the people. So what we're going to do, the obas are part of the governing body of local government. Therefore, among them, they are going to choose. Okay, let me put it this way. We are going to elect at least two. Each community will have two representatives based on the population. We're going to have representatives from every community. Therefore, from this community, few of them, maybe 3 or 4, are going to be voted within them. After the people have voted them from their community, they have now come to the local government. From the local government now, they will now campaign. Maybe 3 of them that want to run to go to the state. We are not going to stay in the state. They are going to represent in the state. Why? Because they are part of the community. They will be sitting in the local area, in the community center. They will be sitting there. They will be doing everything there. So when maybe once every week or twice a week, they want to go to the local government, to the state headquarters for legislation. They will go based on whatever we're going to discuss has been discussed from every local government within that particular state or within that particular region. They will now go to the state and ratify it and agree to it based on what the people have agreed on. Then they will take this to the region. It becomes a law in the land. That is the new country we are building. We are no more having a senate, a rep sitting down in the federal government in Abuja dictating the pace of our life in our local government, where they are not living, where they are not staying. And at the same time, the compensation of the senator or the rep or the representative from the local government that is going to represent the people across to the state, to the region, and to the federal. The same people that have been voted at the local area, we are going to choose 3 to 4 out of them that go to the state. Like I said, from there they go to the region, and from that region, from each of those local government, one or 2 of them will be choosing as part of people that have been going to the state. 2 of those people also will be elected to go to the federal or to go to the region, where they're going to be able to bring whatever information from them back to the people, back to the state, then back to the local government. That is going to be a law, and they have the right to have at least, at most 2 PA. Why do you have 2 PA? Because there's some thinking they need to do. There's some writing they need to do. There's some typing they need to do. There's some research they need to do. There's some, talks they need to do among the community where they need information to be able to document, to be able to, properly, put things in place for them to present and actually coach them in what the people want, enlighten them on what the people want, and be able to have proper legislation wherever they go to. That is why they need to. They cannot have 4, have 5, have 6, and at the same time, their compensation must not be more than the compensation of a teacher that is between the grade 13 and grade 16. Between the grade 13 and grade 16, their compensation must not be more than that. Anyone that is earning 30 million naira every month today, it has to end. It's a corruption that we have to put an end to. Everybody must be equal under the law, and the compensation cannot be more than the compensation of a teacher, because you are serving us and we are compensating you for serving us. It can never be more than the compensation between the grade level 13 and 16 that an average teacher or average principal or average secondary school headmaster, where they belong. That is the future we are building. Then, vote. People have to vote. We are going to choose maybe every last Sunday of the month. Anything that we are saying, okay, we want to create new road. People want to vote. We know that last Sunday of the month or last Saturday of the month, that is the day that we vote. It has become normal that, okay, on that Saturday we are going to vote for so and so, or any other Saturday we are going to vote for this. So people know, they are ready. They are aware of it. They will go and do their research, know who to vote for. They will campaign for themselves. Oh, this person is a good person. This is we know, so we can be able to go and vote. So that is going to be a government, a democracy that we are going to be practicing. A democracy that is by the people and for the people. Each community can have a law that's stronger than the central. So if I have a constitution in my community, that same constitution it could be stronger than the constitution of the local government. If I say in my land, just based on my tradition and my culture, this is what we don't do. When I'm carrying masquerade, you must not do this. It's going to be part of our law. It's not just going to be culture and tradition. It's going to become a law. It's going to become a part of our constitution of that particular community. If it's a day for a festival in the northern Nigeria where they are doing Salah, it's going to be part of their law that, oh, this has to be done. This must not be done. It's going to be part of their law. So whoever comes is going to be able to obey the rules and regulation of the land. Based on our diversity and our complexity, we can build a new nation. Our people can enjoy a better new Nigeria where everybody is important. Our people are more important to us than the money an individual want to make. That influence that one person want to create, our people and our land are more important than that. So if you are looking for you to be rich and be a billionaire in the future, start thinking, start innovating. That as you are building a new Nigeria, what are the things I can bring to the table? What are the things I can innovate? What are the ideas I can create that can make me a better person? That can make my community, my land, my people a better people. With that, you can become whatever you want to become. It's a new nation where there are equal opportunity. The banking will be managed. They are not just going to be taking people's money. They are going to be accountable to the people because we make them to be. If we do not bring our money to the bank, that will never be bank. And the bank will not be charging us for bringing my cash. I bring my cash to you, you are charging me. That has to end. Central Bank of Nigeria, there will not be Central Bank Nigeria. We are going to have Central Bank in the Western Nigeria, Central Bank in the Eastern Nigeria, Central Bank in the Northern Nigeria. And perhaps we're going to have the central government, the Central Bank of Nigeria. That is not going to be like, oh, they are dictating. No, they are just there, to listen to the federal government to manage stuff because the money that is coming, we can have a treasury house. So every money that is coming from every local government, from the community, from the state, is going to be coming to the central based on a particular percentage, and they can be able to manage. They want to manage it. They can call it central bank because it's managing, or we call it federal bank. Federal Bank or Federal Reserve Bank, just like the way we have it in the United States. Federal Reserve Bank. So it's just responsible to manage the resources that is coming from those local areas to improve the life and property of the people in a common Nigeria. So with this being said, we need a better nation. We are not demanding too much. We are just saying that we're not against our leaders. We're not saying they have to die. But let me tell you one thing. In a revolution, people die. Sacrifices are paid. Yes. But we, the people, we are saying that we need a new nation, and our voice must be our power. Our voice must be heard, and we need to be listened to. Because if you are above 50 today and you are thinking that I don't care, it's okay. It's not okay. You think it's okay because you are driving your car, you buy a tire, and that tire can just get off of your car, just destroy itself in the 6 months. That is okay. You can buy a new one. You think that is okay? That is not okay. That car you are driving, that car has been driven by somebody in the United States, 3-4 people in the United States for almost 10 years, and nothing has happened to it. But the day you bring it to Nigeria in 6 months, it's already broken. Everything is scattered. You now say, now my car is broken, I need mechanic. You wouldn't have had that if there is a good road that you can apply the car on. The electricity, they just, you think everything's okay because you can charge your phone for 6 hours, and then, for 2 hours, you can use for 8 hours. Say, it's okay. That is not okay. We are looking for a better nation where everybody have equal opportunity. Infrastructural development is going to be speedy. Life of the people will be better. Healthcare will be provided for all. Education will be free for people, and the best can be given to our people. This is a new nation we are campaigning for, and we are demanding as a youth of Nigeria. If you are a leader, listen to us now. Call us to the table. With this, what we are demanded is not too much, because it is a matter of you and myself and our unborn children. Thank you. And my names are Kennedy Adedotunalade.